GM everyone.
AMC, GM,
GM. Hi Shivaram. Hi Kaushik. Hi
Hey
Rohan.
everyone, hey Vamshi.
everyone, GM.
Yeah.
Hey guys, GM man.
GM everyone.
We have around 25 folks tuned in. I think we can wait for 10 more minutes.
Yeah,
Is that fine?
yeah, sure. I think we already have a lot of people. It's pretty cool before time.
Cool.
Awesome. Great to see a lot of people joining from different parts of the world.
I
And
was
different part of
actually
India.
seeing people joining here from 7:30.
Oh,
Like there was around like 15 folks joined in at 7:30 as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like people are really eagerly waiting for this one.
Crazy man, so excited.
uh,
So how's everything going, guys?
pretty good man.
Going great, Vamshi. Today we had a one-day hackathon here in Hyderabad with the college. It
Oh,
was
that's
cool.
nice. That's nice. Which college?
Sunrug University.
Oh, okay. Okay, how many people attended?
Around like 200 folks.
Oh, that's great. Is it a one-day hackathon?
Yeah, not even one day, it's a half-day hackathon. So morning we did
Yeah.
like hands-on
Oh,
Solidity workshop, and then half day it's a hacking.
Is it 8 hours hackathon in a some way?
Not exactly, maybe you can say 3 to 4 hours.
Okay, first you teach about the solidity and then went to the hackathon, like building the dApps
Yes,
on right away.
right, right.
Okay, what are the problem statement you have given over there?
So first we thought to give problem statements, but later most of the people are beginners, so we kept it as open innovation theme. But yeah,
Okay,
there are some exciting projects we have seen.
okay. I know that Hyderabad DAO is a Web3 community. What are the for which company you have did the workshop over there?
So we did from our end, and yeah, of course, Brew is here. So you're gonna learn more about Brew in couple of moments.
Brew it.
Yeah. Yes.
It means is it a layer one or
Yeah,
No.
let's keep it for
Yeah,
some other minutes.
let's keep it suspense.
okay, just
How
spell
about
it. I will have a
how
quick
about
overview of the
Yeah, so
company.
we are not like blockchain company. We are like
Yeah,
an
I
wallet
know it.
infra company. You can think about like
yeah,
we
yeah.
have wallet
Wallet
account
infra
infrastructure.
company.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask everyone what they think when what they strike, what it strikes when they hear about Brevet, like, when they hear the name.
Mm.
What
Brew
does
it.
it?
It's like some beer company for me.
It's actually coffee. You can think
Oh,
about it.
coffee.
We are
Yeah.
all coffee connoisseurs, like Rohan, me. So yeah, like couple of things. So we were building initially the product around DeFi, like you put the money, it brews for you, right? The DeFi, like
Yeah.
earn things out of it, yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, like we kind of like the name brew it.
Uh,
It's not specifically for coffee, also not specifically crypto, also like brew your
okay.
money. That's right.
Prove your money in a summary. Okay. You guys carry on, please. Sorry for the interruption.
No worries.
No, don't need to be sorry. This town hall should be
Yeah,
like this. We need to
meant to be,
have more people like
engaging
you.
with all the folks.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. It's my glad.
I think
Are
Vaibhav,
you, Vishnu? Are you working or a student?
I'm finally a student. Like I'm gonna
Okay.
graduate in this month or next month, maybe.
Okay.
he
Yeah.
actually participated in one of the recent hackathons hosted by Hyderabad.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Okay,
Jubiverse.
okay.
Yeah, Jubiverse.
Nice,
I
Oh,
have
nice,
cool.
participated over there.
nice.
Nice.
How was the
You missed the
hackathon?
Monad one.
Yeah, no, I didn't came to the Monad one. I was in Visakhapatnam at that moment.
Okay, okay.
Cool.
How was your
Actually,
experience with the Jupiter hackathon?
yeah, it's a very good. Actually, the venue is so good,
Mm.
and yeah, the environment feels me like I'm working in a professional hackathon.
Mm. Nice,
Yeah, that feels me actually really great.
nice. So the Monad hackathon also we had in the same place.
I know that, but
Mm.
I was having some work in the Visakhapatnam, so I
Okay,
couldn't able to attend it. But few
okay.
of my friends has attended it.
What do you think about one day hackathon? Is it like difficult to work on or like longer time is needed?
Mm, I'm not pretty sure to answer,
Mhm.
but I guess both are fine.
Okay.
Both are fine. It's
I
like
feel like it's very, little amount of time.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
mm,
But I think so. It's like it will be a great if we give the prizes in a same day or something or next day.
mhm.
It
So
feels me
Jupiter
like
did not announce the prize that day, is it?
yeah, they didn't announce. They didn't
Oh.
even allow us to pitch as well. That feels me so bad actually.
Yeah. So one of the
Because
exciting things about hackathon I
yeah,
like is the announcement at the end. That should
yeah,
happen before.
announcement or even the project pitching. We want to let know everyone know how
Mm,
like what everyone else built in the hackathon.
mm.
But in the
So
Jupiter's, it doesn't
yeah,
happen.
so yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
the time
There's
lack
a
of
point.
time.
Yeah, that's the point even we raised out. So the thing is, it happened in such a way. For example, if you take the Monad hackathon, so the Monad team is here IRL and we are here hosting IRL.
Mm,
So everything was here, everything finalized. But the
mm.
Jupiter team was not here in India as well. So they
Mhm.
were somewhere
Okay.
around in yesterday time zone, and they were, tracking all the things live. And later they announced the winners. But yeah, definitely we are open to taking feedback, and that's how we keep growing. And there are multiple hackathons coming up. In a couple of weeks, you're gonna see another announcement coming up about our
Mm.
hackathon
I
as well.
think I think that's a really good feedback. So I also personally
Yeah,
think um yeah, the announcement should happen the same day.
yeah.
I
And
think people are really
certainly,
tired and they want something out of the hackathon,
yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
at least like a pitchings can be more exciting.
yeah.
For
So
we
yeah,
can
so
see explore more products, more ideas, how the other developers are building.
Right. So
So in
that's
this
why
field,
the
no
next
one is great.
hackathon,
So
that's why the next hackathon is like 48, 48 hours, you can say. Maybe like 24 hours hackathon. It's a 2-day hackathon. So people will be IRL, so we'll be having enough time to pitch, enough time to talk to people one to one. So yeah, you can also explore what others are building.
yeah,
So
we can even have a great networking when it's when we go for the 24 hours hackathon.
yes, absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
exactly. That's also my point. Like, if it's like 4 or 5 years, nobody wants to talk to other or
Yeah,
explore
yeah,
new
they are
ideas as well.
literally
Yeah,
busy.
yeah. Like
They are literally busy building their own product and
mm,
preparing for the
yeah,
pitches.
yes.
Absolutely.
So I think to learn a little bit more, you need to interact, and I think more than 12 hours of hackathon, it should be minimum more than 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you. And yeah, we actually prefer more than like 36 hours. Like usually, like until like it's a very dedicated hackathon for a particular chain or something. Like most of the time, we prefer a hacker host, particularly like like 3 4 days one. That will be a 3 4 day will get little extensive, but yeah, a 4 days one is a perfect spot, I believe. And also like I also believe that if we get the products to explore with the if we give them the initial users from the hackathon, right? Like hackathon
Mm,
is a good place to interact with others and get feedback from the participants as well, not just from the mentors or judges, because various people will have their own various perspectives, right? So end of the day, when you're launching a product, when you are meet many people with different various mindset will be using your app. So I think as you explore as you explore multiple perspectives and stuff, I think it's a good point to while you are developing and at an initial phase, you get feedback from all the folks that will be more better.
True. Can't agree more.
Yeah, I think
Um,
we have 40 folks. I think we can have this conversation after the topic, I guess. So we can start with the today's topic, I believe.
yes, let's do it.
Cool. We have Prayashu as well joined today.
Oh, hey GM everyone.
hey, Price.
GM.
Yeah.
Hey Vamsi.
GM.
Yeah, Vamsi. Let's continue.
Yeah, sure. So GM1, thanks for joining today's Townhall. Yeah, we are doing the sixth town hall of the OnchAIn Asia Hub now. So we are collaborating with Hyderabad DAO for the today's topic. So we'll be talking about the next gen wallets, the real adoption, how we can improve the user onboarding on Web3, right? We'll be thinking about the user experience, how we can make it better. And we have Shivaram and uh, Rohan from the Hyderabad DAO team, and we have Kaushik from Brevit. So we'll be explaining more about Brevit. Also, Shivaram and Rohan are working with the Brevit team. So let's start with introductions. Shivaram, would you like to go first?
Yeah, thank you so much, Vamshi. That's such a warm welcome and hosting this town hall. Absolutely thrilled and excited to be a part of this. And yeah, coming to me, I'm Shivram. Yeah, part of Hyderabad DAO. It's been 3 years. Started this community and pretty actively growing so far in collaboration with multiple protocols till date. Like we have hosted more than almost like 60 to 70 events and multiple hackathons. So yeah, coming to my personally, I used to work with the layer one blockchain called Aleph Zero. I was the India ecosystem lead then. Just a couple of months back, I left that role, and currently I'm working with Bruit. And yeah, we are launching crazy stuff out there, and very excited to see how people use this product and how they make their crypto life easy. So yeah, that's it from my end.
That's great to hear, Shivaram. Rohan, would you like to go next?
I think Ron is offline.
Okay, no issues. Kaushik, can you?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll go next. Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, first of all, thanks for having us. And I think it's like I'm really surprised about the turnout, like more than 40 people on a Friday night. That's awesome. Yeah, I think this is a good initiative, like to discuss openly. I kind of like mostly something people could present compared to the spaces as well. So spaces is fun, like we can actually discuss stuff. But yeah, it's like quickly if you want to show something, these kind of town halls are pretty beneficial. Even something on Discord. I think Discord gets a little cluttery for some people. I think here anybody can join and it's pretty easy. I love this. Yeah, and really excited to talk about what we work on Brewit. Just a bit of background. Like I first got into like a crypto around 2017, the kind of like the second or third bull market. So obviously, the what was happening in Bitcoin scene was something that got me excited. But at the same time, tech was something that I could relate as well, since I had a background of cryptography, computer science, and security. So I was quickly able to understand some of the most of the things about how behind the scenes blockchain, wallets, crypto works. So got really fascinated, start investing a little bit. Yeah, so that got me into the rabbit hole of it. Since 2017 and I quit my job and started full-time working on the crypto, and in the journey I wrote a book as well, just for beginners to learn development on blockchain. At that time there are not a lot of books available, so it took me a year to write that book and doing a bunch of other things. I was actually teaching blockchain to non-crypto people, non-tech people as well at that time, doing some lecturing, college lectures and all those sort of things. But yeah, like say 2020, like I was working and consulting for a lot of different projects, uh, like private blockchains and some of the public blockchains tools as well. But since 2020, I've been working on mostly on the wallet ecosystem. 2 to 3 different projects have worked on. I mean, obviously, not all of them were really successful, but it was a learning over the period. So since last 2.5, 3 years, I've been mostly focused on innovative part of the wallet ecosystem, how we can use the existing tech, pieces in wallet infrastructure, or we currently call it as a smart account infrastructure. So one of the most battle-tested cryptos wallet, or we call it a smart account, is Gnosis Safe. At that time, it was called Gnosis Safe. So since 2.5, 3 years, I've been like fully exploring that technology and whatever the new technology that is coming up in the Ethereum ecosystem, experimenting with this. So that led to the birth of Brewit, on how to make everything seamless, like how we can create an account system or a wallet that's very welcoming, but at the same time very powerful, so that anybody can use. So we call our Brewit account. So one of the things that we are trying to do at Brewit is not call this wallet anymore. We're just rethinking everything, like user experience, how people should onboard to crypto. So we're just calling it as a crypto accounts. So because accounts is something that people are very familiar with, right? So banking account or any social network accounts, everything. So it should be crypto account, because wallet is something that feels very static. Like you have seed phrases, private key, and it's kind of like a wallet you have. It gives an address, but once you create that, there is no dynamic, anything dynamic about it. So if you lose access to something, let's say something like a private key or a secret, it's like gone. So we want something, an account. Let's say you go to banking, you get an account, but you always have opportunity to have make it very dynamic. You can, let's say you lose access to your online banking account. It's very difficult, but you still can go to the branch and do something about it. Like it might take more time, but at some point you will recover your account, right? So there is always a safety net that, okay, I can recover my account. I can add more functionality to it. So let's say you use a banking account like HDFC or NetBank, SBI. It has layers of functionality on top of it. You can link with the UPI application and your UPI interface, which makes the payments very smooth. At the same time, you can use investment opportunity, brokerage opportunity, SIPs, and everything. So crypto account is not like that currently, the wallet. So you have a wallet. If you want to use any other services, you have to connect that wallet and then you use that. It still feels like very puzzly mazy, right? So if you can rethink that wallet, or we call it as account ecosystem, so we can solve a lot of problems. And the thing is that we have all the things in place. So we have accounts, like something like Safe, which is a smart account, which has been since 2019. We have all the infrastructure in place for account abstraction. We call it as account abstraction because we are extracting a lot of things that happens in wallet, for such as gasless, transaction. How do you initiate a transaction? That could be, or the validation could be abstracted and all. So the end goal is that we make it the experience very similar to what the people are familiar with, but keeping all the essence of custody, self-custody. So that means there is no intermediary, there is no server in between or custody in between. So what happens is that when you want to give all these user experience and features or even the security, there is always something that you have to compromise, right? We used to call that in blockchain dilemma, but in wallet ecosystem, it's actually only two things. So either you give up your user experience or you give up your security. So we say that you don't have to give up anything, but start with something that feels very closer to you. Yeah. So providing best of both worlds, somebody. Yeah, Vamsi. So you can start with something that is important. Let's say you want security as your first goal. You start with the higher security thing. You compromise your user experience. But if you want to use, faster way to onboard, start with something very simple, like social login or passkey login, and then you can add more two-factor authentication, recovery feature, multi-sig which Safe provides, and everything. But we should not, as a wallet, say that okay, this is how you onboard, and this is the only way. So that is not a flexible wallet or a flexible account or a powerful account. So we are just trying to create infrastructure. Just again, we not something that we're building from scratch. We're using all the things that is there here. Obviously we're building some layers on top of it in the purely principled way in Ethereum ecosystem, or in generally the crypto ecosystem. But we are just connecting all the pieces to make it like much more powerful, very easy to use. That's it. And yeah, like as we go deeper into it, there is a lot of other opportunity that pops up. For example, the crypto account could be given. Our end goal is always to give it to consumers. We want to, obviously people say we want to onboard billion people into the ecosystem. So obviously that is our goal. We sure want to do, but at the same time, consumer app is how we solve that issue, right? Like phone pay can have the infrastructure. It uses UPI as an infrastructure. But if the PhonePe app did not exist or Paytm app did not exist, obviously nobody could use what the UPI is. So there is no point in having that infrastructure if the app is not there. So we start with that app. So we call it as a Brew It app that we developed so that we can onboard anybody with these. So what they should be able to do, they should be able to do. So after the onboarding part has happened, they should be able to experience the transaction, how you can do the payment, how you can do swaps to buy different tokens, how you can earn from by investment opportunity and everything. So these are how you can experience the app or experience the crypto world. So that's the second part. And as I told, third part is once you put more and more money, you need the security. So either you add a 2FA on top of second factor authentication, or let's say you do a transaction that is more than $500 or $100, you need third factor authentication. So it should be again flexible to add more security features, or you could convert your account into multi-signature, which is for institutional, where you need like two signatures or two people accepting the transaction out of three, or three people out of five, something like that, this kind of combination. So this is a third part, security. Again, you should have a flexible security. Also comes with a recovery factor. You should be able to recover your wallet if you lose access to one of your authentication mechanisms, just like a net banking. And the fourth factor is accounting functionality, what you can do more with the accounts or wallet. So the traditional wallets, what you call is something like MetaMask, right? So it feels like you plug into the apps and do stuffs, but it's very, again, it's very static.
Even first slide only visible.
Sorry.
Rethinking UX or
Ashwin, I think your audio is not clear.
Yeah.
oh, now it's clear. The first slide only visible to me. That's why I'm asking, is there any another slide?
I believe we can take the Q&A after some time. I think we can. We'll first discuss. We'll first start with the demo. I guess we'll be doing the demo as well. So
Yeah. So I just wanted to give some intro. We'll
Yeah.
start with the demo as well. Yeah. So that obviously the fourth part I'll just mention, and then we'll continue with that flow of Brew It.
Yeah, please take your no issues. Take your time. We can do the demo and later. We can take
So
Q&A.
I think he's asking, is there slides moving? Actually, I don't have slides, so I'm just like talking, 3-4 points, and then what I'll do is I'll just do the demo itself. So,
yeah, that will be more better. Yes.
So yeah, I'll just finish the fourth point I was telling is it's about account management. Yeah, no worries, man. So fourth point is about the account management. Is like if you have a single account once you log in, but let's say something like a banking account, you have like you can set up different kind of accounts for your personal use, for your organization use, or let's say you use an account on desktop and this on phone you want to use a partial access to your desktop account. Or let's say, for example, if you're using a UPA, right, most of you might have used SIP, strategic investment plan, where you do a daily investment or monthly investment in a strategic way. So these kind of things are not possible in a traditional wallet like MetaMask, which is static. So it needs a programmability. We call it a programmable wallet, again, for the account management. So these kind of features should also be there. So in Brewit, how we solve is a permissioned account or permissioned wallet, or we call it as a delegated account. That's something that is our highlight of the whole experience that we are creating in our accounts. And one of the benefit of is that it helps with the institutions to have different kind of accounts, such as joint account, spend limits for different people to have. Let's say you have $1,000 and you want to give your colleague access to HR folks access to $100 every month to do the payment for some services, right? So those kind of things you could do for our organization. But the main thing that we are focusing is also on the agents. So account does not mean it should be only for the users and institution. It could be for agents and agents, where you give access to these agents. The reason I told about SIP is that in SIP, what happens is that you give UPI mandate to some other services to spend on your behalf. Every day they spend some part of your funds to do the investment on your behalf. So these kind of things are not possible unless you give entire access to your wallet from MetaMask or any of the UA to other agents. So we could solve that with the, we could actually solve that with, we call it as a delegated account or permissioning account. So yeah, as I told, 4 things: onboarding thing that we should be smoother, transaction onboarding should be quicker, transactions should be smoother, the security should be upgradable, and the account management should be really flexible. So these are the 4 things that we are trying to solve with Provide. So if you guys have any question, I'll answer quickly, and then I'll just take you through the experience. Yeah, 4 pillars.
Yeah, Kaushik, all the details that you have shared are really insightful. I agree with all the points that you have mentioned. I've also seen a lot of people, getting their wallets drained. A lot of times people just forgot their secret phrase, pass keys, private keys and stuff. Like they won't be able to recover their account. But now if you log in, create an account, create a wallet with your social login like Google account or mail, you can recover the account, right? You can recover your crypto as well, right? So
Yes.
I have actually like recently as well as I saw someone losing their like basically they had their wallet on mobile due to some reasons that app malfunctioned, and I think he didn't had access to his private key or something, so he was unable to recover the account. So all his crypto is gone. So
Yeah,
like
that's crazy. Yeah, like it feels so insecure. Like let's say a lot of people say you use MetaMask, and in MetaMask you have seed phrases and private key. A lot of people are really comfortable moving their private key, copying it in a different wallet and all, but it's very unsecure. I get scary when I move, even though it feels pretty safe. Let's say if you have $50 or $10, it's fine, like say 1,000 rupees and all. But if it's a crazy amount, like we don't want to move, right? So the thing is that you can with these kind of smart accounts, you don't have to copy paste, but rather you upgrade your authentication flows, right? So you can, if you, as you told, you have social login, and if you lose access to your social login, you can actually upgrade it to something else as well. You can have your Twitter and social login also log into the same account. So those both the flows should work, right? So this kind of system is possible, or recovery as well. You add one of the account as a recovery, use recovery from passkey or some other way. So those should be possible. Recover through multiple OTPs or two-factor authentication.
yeah, that's great. And one more thing is that wallets usually gets drained because the private key is somehow exposed, or they have signed some they signed on a malicious transaction signature. They have signed on a basically like malicious site. They signed some malicious transactions basically. Usually
Yes,
that leads to their wallet being drained and all.
right. Exactly. So I'll just walk you through the flow,
Sure,
and
sure,
as exactly I'll show the 4 pillars of. I think someone is
sure,
asking
sure.
question.
Yeah, like you raised your hand.
Yeah. So my question is, since you're making it programmable, right? How are
Mhm.
you guys handling security?
Yeah, so the programmability part of smart account. So by the way, smart account itself is very static. Like it is an audited contract that you deploy once and we don't make any changes. For example, there are a bunch of different smart accounts, we call it as. Uh, so one of the battle tested one is Gnosis Safe, or it is just safe ecosystem right now. And they have been there since 2019 and gone through so many audits, and they have more than $150 billion worth of assets stored. So the accounts that we use currently are safe accounts. But again, there are different kind of accounts. For example, Coinbase has its own implementation. MetaMask has come up with their own, but most of them have created around a standard of accounts. We also use the same standard, but it's just that implementation that we use are very battle tested. So the programmable part is, so these are like when you use an operating system. So operating system gets an update all the time, but you don't update the operating system often, right? What you do to make the operating system, what I mean with operating system is that you use a phone as operating system, but you want more functionality to that, you install applications, right? So this the same way in accounts also, these are applications that we install. We call it as a modules. The specific term is that we modules, and these modules again are very well audited. They have gone to multiple audits. The modules that we are using also have gone through multiple audits. And again, there is something called as a registry that we use. So these are security check registry. So if there is a malicious modules which are not audited, we use a specific registry that will not be able to install into your accounts as well. So it's a very guarded smart accounts which are programmable. If you create, somebody maliciously tries to plug in, or you go to an app and connect and they try to install, it will not work because they are not in our registry. So it's the same way as typical Google Play Store works for the
Okay.
operating system. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll just go through the flow. So here, like, multiple options are there. You can throw passkey, which is pretty easy for a phone application, but let's see, select the simplest one, social login. So I already have an account, but if you want to experience also, you can just create an account at app.brewit.money, or you can just simply go to brewit.money. And so yeah, so our, as I told, onboarding should take less than 10 seconds. So even if you're creating first time or logging in, it's the same flow, and the same application should work on across the devices. So obviously, currently we operate in web ecosystem. So that means you can open the same web application on phone as well. It will work the same way. We are fully mobile compliant as well. So this is how we solve the consumer issues of device compatibility. So once you're onboarded, you need to show the experiences, the simplest things like chain abstracted. So currently we are in like 7 to 8 chains and 2 testnets, but we are completely expandable to all the EVMs. So we add based on need to basis for the users, or we add it with the support, slow supports. As we get more requests, we will keep on adding it. Currently, we are only EVM. The reason is that we use all the standards from the account abstraction. There is a standard called 4337. You can read about it, ERC 4337. And there's one more standard called ERC 7579. This is for the modules, the programmability part. So these are main two standards we use, and safe ecosystem. So the smart account implementation, which I was talking about, which is a whole operating system for account, is also on the only on the Ethereum ecosystem. So that means obviously we could expand to different implementation on Solana and other ecosystem. So all the chains with our EVM compatible, like Base, Ethereum mainnet, Polygon, Optimism, Arbitrum, Gnosis, BSC, there are a bunch of them. Even the newer ecosystems like Monad, Mega, all of them would be supported. So that's the experience. And again, like when you deposit, it will all be aggregated, like Ethereum across all 3 chains and everything. So the other thing, I'll just show how the transaction would work, right? So let's say I want to do a Twinkle swap, simple swap. One of the hurdles in the transaction most of the time is when, let's say, you're doing a transaction, select $1. You don't know anything about a gas fee or anything, but every wallet we have tested until we started working on Prove It, you have to deposit gas. Obviously there are like bunch of people, they try to subsidize and all, but still it's very either you have to pay with the different tokens, which is in some cases. But we have a standardized approach where we can actually completely sponsor or make them pay with their own token. Let's say you're swapping from or selling USDT and want to buy some Aave token. So why do we need gas? So you can actually take users from USDT itself as a gas token, and then you can subsidize the execution, right? So that's possible with this account abstraction ecosystem. That's one of the things that we can make it happen. Currently, other than as a consumer app experience, we are sponsoring from our end all the transaction except for Ethereum mainnet. The reason is obviously gas fees are really high. So even if it is takes like 0.03, the user is stopped from doing a transaction even for the smaller transactions. So we can either subsidize or deduct it from their own token as well. So it's just one click. You do that and the transaction is done. If it's a passkey or 2FA, there will be one more check for you to do a transaction, like complete the transaction. So that's it. Like the transaction is done, right? So you see here, transaction has gone through one USDT to Aave. So that should be the experience of transaction we figured out, right? Same thing goes for swap as send as well. And let's say one of the problem with the static wallet is that if you're sending this to an account, so again we have like checks for different way to send account. So let's say you want to send this, you should be able to send multiple as well. So these are called as batching. So these are the functionality I was telling you about. You can do a lot more things with smart accounts or the different way of thinking. You can send multiple transaction in a single, or even you can edit the recipient, send it to someone else as well, right? So this is the experience we'll be giving to the transaction with this whole account abstraction. So that's the second part. This is how easily you can do transaction. And let's say something like earn. So most of this is something that we recently launched, but we are getting really good feedback on the flow. Most of the people who get onto account, if they want to do a basic investment as well. So lots of people either through hackathons or grants, they get some funds, let's say $200, $300, $1,000, $2,000. Either they keep it idle or they do some kind of experiment. So we feel that instead of keeping in bank, you should use the account and earn interest on top of it. Like in banks, you would get 2-3% of interest in savings bank, saving account. So why not just earn up to 9-10% with your USDC itself, right? But the problem is that not a lot of people know how to tap into this ecosystem of lending, borrowing, earn feature. So I'm sure, or you guys must be well aware of the experience of how people coming from the finance and entering to the wallet ecosystem, this becomes a barrier for them. So when they use something like net banking or when they use phone pay, they quickly see that, okay, I have an investment opportunity, but that's something in the wallet ecosystem is not there, at least in the most of the wallets. So let's say you want to deposit some either your ETH or I think a small amount, you just do a one-click investment. That's it. So done. So you'll be able to say this investment grow, and same thing you'll be able to. I have invested in like bunch of different assets, but I'll probably show a different account. I don't think I have fund. Yeah, maybe I'll come back to it later if somebody wants to view. I think I don't have enough stables to invest right now. Okay, I think I'll invest this. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, it's like again one click on investment. So this is the again part of the transaction itself. The third pillar, which I was talking about, the security. So currently we still don't have the two-factor authentication, but we are integrating because a lot of users are asking. But we have something called as a upgrade to safe or upgrade to multi-sig. So if you want your account to be really secure, I'm not sure how many of you have explored and used the safe ecosystem, but if you can go to something like app.safe, or you can just go to safe.global. This is the safe I was talking about, which we use behind the scene, but they have a different interface. Like if you want to use it, like you basically have to connect the wallet and then create an account and all those sort of things. Again, if you want to use our account, like you can log in with any authentication mechanism. Right? So if I want to show you, yeah, so this is the same account. If you see the address, it ends with the D2 here, 8D2. and I have also entered the same one. But the problem is that for different networks, you have to connect, differently. So if you connect this as a wallet, I will be able to do the transaction in this wallet also, because that's how we have configured our Brew to work on different wallets itself, because we use the Safe as our operating system. So it's like Android working on two different clients, Samsung client as well as the Google uh, or whatever the other client that we have. So it works across all the devices, or the in our case all the interfaces. So let's say in worst case Brewit server is not up, or let's say our UI is not working, you can always use Safe Wallet to use the account itself. That's the way we give the security. Or let's say you want to make sure in wallet you should not be able to uh, use a single signer, but you do a multi-sig. So that means 2 out of 2 signers are required to go through a sign-in process here. So that also you can basically configure it. And you can always remove the settings from Brewit to revoke the access, Brewit, and completely use Safe Wallet. So this is the upgradability of security that we provide. Again, this is for the advanced users or institutional users if they want to set up their security pretty high. We are, giving these features to DAOs and all to experiment, and small funds up to 5,000, 10,000. They're very comfortable to use this kind of like settings. So this is the third pillar, again security, but you can add more features on top of it as well. 2FA spend limits is like if you have a certain spend requirement more than 100 USDC or $100, always second factor authentication is required. These kind of programmability for the two-factor also, we will be adding it very soon. And then the fourth and most important thing that we were talking about is the accounts part. How you can delegate your account to someone else as well. So let's say I have a account and I have like $300 currently, and I want to onboard one of my family members or one of my friends or whoever it is. Uh, how do I quickly onboard is that I'll ask them to install Brewit and use the application, right? And probably send them some 10 USDC or test it out. But if I want to, or if I want to make sure that I use an account here on my desktop, which is $300, but I'm not really comfortable using $300 on my phone, I'll create a different account on my phone, and then I'll give partial access to that particular account. So it's basically you are delegating your account to a different account to use partially. So let's say this particular account is there. I have shared an access between Pranav and myself, right? Like let's say $33 plus $1 he can spend, but I have like, and I can revoke this anytime as well. I can go and I can edit the spend limit, I can delete it and everything. So if you want, I can show an actual demo for you guys. So if Vamsi has an account or you created, I can show that live demo for you how this delegation works.
Yeah, sure. I have actually created an account recently.
Okay,
Let
so
me
you just
share.
log in, yeah, just
Yeah,
and after logging in, what I'll do, I'll just use my phone itself. And if you can share your screen, that would be good.
just a minute. Think I have done it on mobile.
Yes, so if you have used social login, you can use the same
Yes,
one
yes, yes.
on your desktop.
Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward application we have. Anyone can just
I really love the UX. I have just installed it like 2 days ago. Sivaram was giving me the demo. I would like, it's something I would like to use myself actually.
Mhm.
Let me share my
Do,
screen.
do you want, yeah, share your screen.
Yeah, I think Priyanshu, I think you can stop sharing your screen, the slide one. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm using my phone right now, the same account that I showed you. I'll show you
Okay.
the account later, but I'll just create an account for you. I'll show you how to create that later. But what I'll do is that I'll just create Vamsi account from my phone. Vamsi. Okay. So I'm giving you some token access, like I'll give you USDT access. I'll give you Aave, layer 0. Okay, I'm giving you like three.
Let me
Okay, two
as well
tokens.
deposit some tokens.
No, don't add. I'll tell you. Don't add tokens. I'll tell
Okay.
you. Just click on that deposit part because I need your address to give access.
Okay. Oh yeah, let me
Can you-
drop it here. Let me drop it.
Or you can just zoom it. Can you zoom that?
Okay. Yes. Just a minute.
Yes, I got it. Vamsi Krishna. I think there's some.
Vamshi, did you get the Monad testnet tokens?
Yeah, I think I got them.
Cool. You can go to settings and enable the developer mode. From there, you can claim the testnet tokens. Go to profile first. Profile, yeah. Settings, switch on the developer mode. Yeah, claim tokens.
I think I already got them here.
Oh, cool. In networks, in the all networks, select Monad.
Okay. Let me share my screen as well so that you guys can see. I'll show it in desktop itself so that you guys can see how it works. So what I'm actually doing is that I'm setting up Vamsi and Kaushik account here, and then I can give like either limited access to say that okay, Aave token, give 1 USD, 1 Aave. But I'll what I'll do is that I'll give full access. I've set up these many access to these tokens, Tether, Aave, and Layer 0. And then since Vamsi already gave me the account, I can just give paste that address. Otherwise, I can give an email as well. If that's what I was telling, family account. So somebody is pretty new and I just have their email. You can just enter the email, and then after that, when they log in with that email, the next time they will get access to that account. I'll show you the same. So now I got Vamsi Krishna account, and I'll just confirm this. So now the account is created. You can even see here these 3 tokens. So what if Vamsi can share his screen?
Yes. Okay.
And just refresh your screen once. No, just the page because.
Okay.
So first time you come, and then you select on the right side top that your name account. Yeah. So you'll see that Vamsi Kaushik account. So this is a delegated account.
Okay,
so if you switch, this is the other 3 tokens I've given access, $3 account. So you can switch between a primary account and delegated account as well.
Yeah.
So this is what we call it as delegated account. So you can do swaps and everything on this tokens. So I've given permission to do that as well. And let's say I will update it. So just keep it like that. What I'll do is that I'll just remove access to, let's say, Aave token. Review. Confirm. So I just removed access to Aave token. So if you just refresh it, you should not see that token as well. So it's like very flexible, not just on the UI level, but also on the on-chain level. So that means these are on-chain programmable permissions that we are giving. So every time you do a transaction, not just through Prove It, but you through say for any on-chain interaction, you will be able to do only 2 transactions on 2 of these assets like that. So it's like on-chain permissions that we give.
Yeah, I think it's very seamless, as I can see. Like you just revoke the access, and like I just it reflected in the UI as well.
Yes, exactly. So you can send swap and on all this transaction. This is a delegated account. So this is a simple flow that we do for the users to log in either through organization or multiple use cases, or I personally use it different delegated account on my phone, and desktop I use the primary account, something like that, because you can have different auth mechanism. If you're not comfortable using a lot of amount on the social login. You can set up a passkey, which is much more secure than the social login, so that you use social login on phone and give some access to your account, so that quickly, if you want to pay for something when you're traveling, you can just get your phone and do transaction. You can't do more than $50, let's say. So all these sort of use cases are there.
Yeah, so basically I can use the delegated account on my mobile, right? For making some small transaction. It's like UPI Lite for the web people.
Yes, yes. UPI Lite on completely non-custodial on-chain level.
Exactly.
So the problem is that, I mean, the thing was that previously it was sort of, most of these were possible but very hard to use. So now we have combined everything and like made the experience very smooth for everybody to experience this. So and this is just one starting point for the users to experience the delegated account, but there is much more things to it. So one of the other things I'll quickly show is how agents can use this. I'll show this.
Okay. I think I can see the Ask Barista. There is a AI assistant here, I guess, which is in beta.
Yeah, we have that in beta, like early stage. So that's also we have been experimenting some things with AI and agents. Ask Barista was something that we wanted to make sure people can just come and ask things to write rather than just through the UI. But we started doing the UI experience also better. Now we have like a lot of bunch of other things coming. We have like agents games coming, Ask Barista. Again, one of our I'll first show the agents thing. After that, I'll explain what other agents that we want to integrate with our accounts. So we recently launched on Monad as well as a testnet, and we have been experimenting some of the agents there. So one thing I'll show here is, so let's say we have an AI agent that want to spend funds on users' behalf. Let's say you have an account, I have an account, and I want to give this agent some access to my friend funds. So the agent could be, let's say, an SIP, simple SIP agent. I'll tell that agent, do an investment on behalf of me every day at this time. This is a very simple agent. This is not even an AI agent. But the thing is that to do the agent do that transaction on my behalf, I have to delegate it, like whatever, and I explained right now, right? So I'll have some delegation done to that agent and it will do on my behalf. But this agent can be very clever as well. It can implement its own functionality. It can have LLMs integrated, data fed, context fed, and all this sort of things, so that it can do a lot of clever tasks on users' behalf, or sort of like a boring tasks as well. So in Monad, what we did was that we created a simple hook or an agent flow so that they can write their own, we have a template and they can write their own integration with the AI agent. All we do is that from Brewit, we give access to this agent. So what I'll just show quickly, we have it in our docs as well. You can experiment a bit of our docs. Anybody who is a developer here as well, to get started with building on Brewit as well. So we have something called as a create account. So if you want to create your own Brewit account, so not just the Brewit app account, you can experiment that, get all the functionality like seamless transaction, gas abstraction, bundling, security functionality. Everything is possible if you create to this. Delegated account also you can create and experiment with this. And what we have introduced right now is the agent. So which is just a REST API agent. We give delegation and it does a clever task. So this particular account has already been delegated. For example, this is a Monad agent. It already has USDC, Tether, and BTC access, unlimited spends. You can revoke anytime. And I am going to call this agent to do some task on my behalf. It's a simple task. Let's say I'll just tell this agent. I think I already have it here. Yeah. So I'll just tell Townhall job. I'm asking this agent to do transaction every 5 seconds. This is 5,000 millisecond, 3 times, next 3 times. There are a bunch of tasks you can do. Send, simple send. I'm asking it to do a swap, simple swap. And this is a from token. So this is a USDC token, which already it has access. If it doesn't have access, it will not be able to do. And I'm telling swap it to native token, which is Monad right now. And I'm telling do it 0.1 USDC, or I'll say 0.123 USDC. And this is my account. I have to tell which account you want to do transaction. Only if it has access to it, it will do it. So that's it. So I just submit this. The job will be created. And if you go to this agent here, sorry, if my account, you will see this transaction go through. So I'll just try refresh. See, this transaction went through, right? I didn't do anything. The agent did, you know, transaction on my behalf. So if it should happen 3 times.
That's
See,
awesome.
second time it happened. So this is like automatically spending.
Mhm.
So it's doing an interval, but you can actually design the agent in such a way that it will do clever tasks. Let's say you do the investment on this time, or the best time to the investment whenever the monad price is low, invest on that, something like that. Or it will have so much of prediction data, all those sort of things. You can
Cool.
just explore in the monad explorer as well.
So all this automation is done on the cloud, and nothing on. You don't need your local system running
No.
because it's all cloud, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Cool. That's great.
Yes. So this is an agent that is deployed already. It's like living, always monitoring and all. You just call that. But the most important thing is that I already set up this permission. For example, let me do something. I'll tell this monad agent, right? If I tell this monad agent, I'll revoke this access. Okay. I'll do, I think hopefully this is a monad agent. And if I save, now if I call that, it will not be able to do it because I revoked its access.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's always risky to give agent access as well. So
Yeah.
you have to be clever. That is why delegation is something that's important. So if
Mm-hmm.
I do this, probably, it will not do.
So
It will not do.
basically, we can give the agent access to the delegated account, right? That will be more secure way.
Yes, yes. And not just that, like when I give, so see this transaction did not go through. So now I'll enable it again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's great.
So,
Like I can see the UI, the user experience is very thoughtful here, intuitive, and I can see the a lot of brainstorming has gone through it to get through this stage.
yeah, so now it should go through, right? So one other thing is that it's not just transaction, like we also give gating to, uh, yeah, so now it went through, see. So also you can restrict in protocol level as well. Like you can restrict like what contract it will talk. Currently, we have limited it to do swaps and transaction, right? You can say that, okay, only these Uniswap transaction you should be able to do. Only Aave transaction you should be able to do. Only compound transaction. So like that, you can have a very and also you should be able to do 5 transactions per day. You should be able to spend 50 transactions per day, or every day you can spend $50. It will refresh. So there are like a lot of these. We call it as a on top of module. We have something called the policy. We set this policy for agents or this delegated account, and these policies are very customizable. So as a developer, you can write these policies and plug it in our documentation, right? So using that, you can actually write your own piece of policy. We have a structured way to write that policy. It's a very standardized way to write a policy, and a lot of people use that. As I told, MetaMask and Coinbase, they also follow the similar way. It's a standard. And if you're interested, you can explore that to write different policies, modules, and on top of this account. Or I think the accounts are very well audited. It's very important for us to build agents and policies and modules on top of this, right?
That's really cool. I think we can create a trading agent, a trading bot as well using this, because I have, right, like usually exchanges and mostly these centralized exchanges also provide these trading bots for some subscription, I guess. Like, right, like it's a very popular thing. A lot of paid trading bots are available. With this thing, I think, although there isn't options of trading here, I mean, the futures here, but yeah, it's pretty much if you want to just buy when the token is low and sell it high. I think those things pretty much it's very cool, which you're getting it for free here, right?
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
and yeah, like a lot of, I think this is quite boring. What is not boring, it's challenging to do prediction market. So prediction market is one of the prominent ways bots can actually leverage this to do like not just one-time investment, but keep on doing the trading on these invested uh, uh, predictions. Like, you have a prediction that is there, you buy certain tokens out of it, and you can keep on trading that tokens as well, which is very hard a lot of normal people to do a trading on prediction markets. Normal the prediction market, normal trading is fine, you can actually do some sort of things, but it's pretty hard. And we have also thought about a lot of security agents. Let's say a lot of hacks happen, a lot of malicious things happen to your wallet. So you can have the security guards on top of these agents. We call it as agents. They will always be watching your wallet for any malicious activity. Immediately, if something happens to your account, they can actually freeze your account. Only agents will be able to freeze and say that, okay, next 12 hours, it will be frozen and you get a notification. So I think security agents are also will be very popular in these kind of accounts. Obviously, if it's a um, one-time hack, it's very difficult to prevent that. But if it's a concurrent hacks that happens, continuous hacks, so you could prevent that as well.
Yeah, I think Shivram has raised his hand.
Oh yeah, actually I wanted to tell something. So recently we hosted this Monad hackathon, right? So yeah, since Bruit is live on Monad testnet, we had a demo over there. So and people built projects using Bruit SDK, and one of the first prize winning project is built using Bruit SDK only. So if anyone out there building some cool shit in DeFi, try to check out Bruit. And yeah, we are coming to Monad Blitz Bangalore as well. Sharing the link over here. If anyone interested in participating that hackathon, you can meet us over there. And yeah, looking forward to connecting with more folks.
Yes, that is something that, yeah, like I will also share the tweet of that hack. So it's built by Vijay Ankit.
Yeah,
From Hyderabad. So he actually built an agent. There is a demo video also here. It's a very simple and nice agent built on top of Bruit. What it does is that it will give a message, SMS agent access to your fund, so that even if you're offline, you just send a message to that agent and it will do a transaction on your behalf just with message. So you can just check it out. There are like so many use cases. We are launching some gaming agents on top of Bruit. So if you're interested, join our TG or follow us. So we'll be announcing that. It's a very fun gaming agent. We don't want to announce, but we are playing that every day ourselves. So it's fun. You'll love it. So just join our TG or follow. Again, if you're interested to build on top with any developers are there, join TG and contact us. Check out the docs. Or come to Bangalore. If you're there in Bangalore, there's Monad Hackathon happening. We're happy to help there as well to build some nice use cases. We'll suggest some nice use cases for.
yeah,
Someone is asking for the Telegram link.
Siram, can you drop TG?
yes, sharing it over there.
It was nice demo, Kaushik.
Yeah.
I really love the user interface and user experience. It's something like I would like to use. It has all the features that I need in a
Yes,
wallet.
yeah, that's amazing to me. Yeah. So, I mean, we are our own users of app. So we have most of the funds on Druid itself as a company, as a user. Every day we use it. So that's how we are able to understand the pain of user and trying to build. Obviously, we talk to a bunch of people, get feedback all the time. All your feedback will also be useful because crypto is not for one people. There are like a lot of different kinds of users. So obviously we have to talk to every kind of users. We might miss on institution, we might miss on regions, but we want to have an app or at least an account that everyone can use.
Yeah. Also, one thing we are using Bruit as a our treasury management tool for Hyderabad now. So, Kaushik, please spread some light on the team's part.
Yeah, so Teams is something that we launched very recently as well. And again, a lot of the features will be coming in. So this is again institutional wallet, which I talked about most of the delegation thing as well. So obviously something like a DAO will be handled by multiple people. Delegation is the one use case that's very common. Otherwise, you will be using an exchange account. The exchange account will be shared with bunch of people to, or let's say you use wallet and share the private keys for that wallet. So Brovit is like very ideal, we thought, and a lot of people we got on call and they wanted some features on top of it. For example, invoicing features or payment feature, a subscription feature, and also we built some of these basic features like invoicing, subscriptions, delegation for account management, and all. So three main components, and obviously security that you have it on top of it. And yeah, we started. We actually launched it like 1 month ago. Obviously there are like a lot of bunch of features coming in. If anybody is looking for some funds to store, again, we will handhold you guys. Or if you want to use Blueit Teams, we want to onboard you guys, and talk to you daily. And we will build features for you, whatever you features you need for the institutions. So our accounts is very customizable to cater to all the needs, all the features that requires for institutions or DAO, we can build on that.
That's really great. Great to hear, Kaushik.
Yeah, thank
Like I have seen it, like have known you guys like for last 2 years. Like I met at Hackers Goa. I know
you.
like you have been building with something useful from long time, right? Like I know the Hyderabad guys, Shivram, Kaushik, Rohan, trying to build something good. Like I know the pain points that we have usually faced. Like I think when my account wallet got drained as well, like a year back, I have discussed this thing with Rohan and Shivaram as well last time. So I be very cautious like with my
Yeah.
wallet and stuff. I don't sign anything malicious, but still that it happened to me. Although it wasn't a big huge amount, but still like it happened to the best of the best. Like I have
Yes.
seen cryptographic researchers wallets getting drained. So I think it
Mm.
can happen to anyone. Like I don't know, like
Yeah,
you
definitely. I mean,
share.
if exchanges get hacked, individuals will definitely get hacked at some point. So I personally had that small experience myself as well. Again, not huge fund, but smaller
Mhm.
funds,
Yeah,
and that's why I've been like paranoid about as well. So the more you get paranoid, it's actually bad for you as well. So you'll have to find a way that works, right balance of security and user experience. So if you being a lot of paranoid, you will not be explore much in the ecosystem. So that's why we always go with the flow of progressive security, so that anytime you should be able to reset your account, add different authentication mechanism. It's like reset your password, right? So that kind of feature has to be there. So I feel that happening in the account system right now. For example, MetaMask also, right? Uh, Obviously, if the more money you put, you become paranoid, and you will not be able to move from
Mhm.
MetaMask to Rabbi or all this wallet, right?
Yeah,
So
that's there. Yeah.
yeah, so at MetaMask also is entering into direction. So if you have heard of this smart account upgrade called 7702, it's called
Yes, yes.
ERC EIP
Yeah,
7702.
yeah.
So what happens is that I can quickly show as well, like how it works.
I think a lot of wallets didn't adopt it yet, but yeah, it's getting
Yes,
it's the new direction that the wallets are going.
yes. So this is a EOA account, and I think I just created this yesterday itself. Um, So what they do is that the problem with the UA to smart account is that when you use a smart account, you have to move your funds from MetaMask to different smart account because it's a different address. So what
Mhm.
EOA MetaMask is that you can upgrade your existing same EOA into a smart account. So if you see this is a smart account right now, again, it's a smart account, but there is not a lot of functionality, not a lot of dApps are supporting this to get the benefit. For example, the gas list transaction I showed, or the bundling I showed, or the delegation, everything. So it's very difficult to build on this MetaMask right now because they're gated. They have that integration only on their MetaMask wallet, but it's a smart upgraded. So I think I just created this account 29 hours ago. It's an upgraded account to 7702. So obviously there are limitations, so you'll have to upgrade on every chain. That's restrictions as well, if you don't do that in some chain. And the thing is that if your private key gets compromised, still your smart account is compromised. So no matter what, how many signers you add for your smart account here in the new contract, you're still EOA private keys are very important. So there are like a lot of loopholes in this flow. But yeah, that's the first step MetaMask has taken into go into the smart account. But that's just a first step. I think the newer way to start, if you're person coming into the ecosystem, I would always suggest go with a smart account like Safe or Prove. Use those kind of vaults, and it gives much more flexibility than using slightly gated like MetaMask.
Yeah, makes sense. Cool. I think we can do the Q&A now. If anyone has any queries, feel free to ask guys. Anything about wallets, anything that you have seen right now. If you have any queries, you can just drop it in the comments or raise your hand.
Yeah, I think someone asked. Yeah, I mean, we don't have like specific position for internship right now, but we would want you to get active with Telegram, and if you can build something on top of it, like we would have an internship opportunity. We are always open to it. We would be hiring as well, more for more roles. Yeah, something if you're in the final year, would love to see what you can. Yeah, the requirement I would see is um, again like the basics of crypto solidity. What we work on day-to-day basis is the smart accounts, right? Like which is again which will require all the solidity functionality integrations with the UI with the solidity smart contracts, um, some familiarity with the some of the toolings like hard VM, or basic wallet integrations if you have built a dApp. And if you know safe ecosystem very well, safe, if you go and search safe and try to build, it's very easy. There are a lot of tutorials and everything. So if you're well versed in that, it would be good for you to. I would say every time we do a hackathon, if you come there and build, that would be a best way to learn as well. We would be doing more as well, like in Hyderabad, in Bangalore. So just be in touch so that we can meet in person.
So one more thing I would like to add here. So more than the skills, right? Like not just do it alone. If you're looking for any opportunities, I believe like more than skills, you should have the right qualities as well. Should be open to learn something new. Like you shouldn't stick to what you have learned years ago or something like that. So yeah, like you should be open. If you should be like open-minded. I don't think like it's a philosophical something, or it's just like something that has worked with me, worked for me, right? Should have the mindset of learning by doing, because like a lot of things that you will be working on in your work won't be something that you have learned earlier. So right, like you should explore, learn it, and learn on the go and build it.
Mm, yes. Yes, I think also I feel like Twitter is the best way to get to know what's happening. I mean, Twitter can be bad as well. Like it definitely depends on what you follow. So you follow the right people, let's say in this ecosystem itself, wallet ecosystem itself. Find a bunch of people. If you go to events or somebody who does this active work, just follow them. From there, you will be able to find much more people. Uh, because there are so many things in Web3 that you will be exposed to too many things. But if you pick okay something that really interests you, so for me, wallet and accounts has been always interesting, and is to follow all the people there. So we keep updated only in Twitter most of the time. I'm not really sure about Farcaster how that's really beneficial. If somebody, let's say some ecosystem in Coinbase or the base ecosystem, if they want to know what's happening in the that ecosystem, Farcaster is really well, and it works for most of other ecosystem as well. But I still think generally Twitter is the best platform to not just connect people. I think just to know what other peoples are doing and what's happening in this space. So that will be a best way to learn. Example. So I think the best way, see, for example, I'll tell you, if you follow me, right, like, or let's say somebody in this Brewit team, we often tweet about in this ecosystem, like either Safe or account abstraction, MetaMask, we comment it out, we retweet and everything. So from there, a lot of other opinion people you would keep on connecting. And if you go to an event after that in hackathon or something, you would meet them and then you follow them. It's kind of like a networking. You build your particular niche there. Again, I'm not saying that it should be account or wallet, but if you're interested, that's the best way to follow those kind of people. So we'll pick that area and you will find the similar content there. And I think that's how you get that experience. Otherwise, I think what we think is already most of the time built, and one or the other people are all yeah, one or the other people will always be building this thing. But if you follow the right people, okay, you get to know, okay, they are already building. Let me try out the product. This is something that they're doing wrong, and I can do it better. Right? So that's how But it might take time, but I think that's how we can start with the Twitter.
Yeah. And one suggestion from
I think Sivaram can
my
add more value. Like he is the best person
yeah.
to find people on Twitter.
Yeah, so basically, like crypto is something which, I mean, Web3, I should say Web3, is something which is going very rapidly, right? So don't ever stick to one particular thing. Especially if you are in second and third year, try to experiment and learn as many things as you can. Because you know, right, every year millions of like students are getting graduated. So the probability of getting, into industry is like becoming very less. So if get into this Web3 thing, you need to be really very active, keep learning stuff and keep building. Why? Because when you build things hands-on, you will get to know more things. Like, for example, if you see the app like Brew It from outside, it may seem like a full stack app, but before behind the scenes there are like lot of EIPs, lot of protocols, lot of API tools which we need to use to fetch the data, to do the stuff and all. So these things aren't done in a single year or single month. These all came from participating in multiple hackathons over the years, building some cool projects over the years, be it Kaushik or Rohan or anyone from our team, or not only us. You can take the inspiration of some amazing projects which started as a small hackathon project at Global. Now today they became very big company and launching their own big protocols like Beat, EPNS. Now they are like push Chinese here. So a lot of such projects started as a hackathon project, but today you can see they are making really cool things. So try to participate in more hackathons and yeah, build some cool stuff out there. And yeah, someone asked where to start. My personal suggestion should be you can start with Cycling Updraft. That's really the best platform out there right now. So it's completely free until you want to do a certification. It's a paid thing, but the courses are free. And Alchemy University is another one. These are the two best, but don't stick to any one resource as well, because most of the times what happens when you follow one instructor, they will teach only the tools which they prefer. But when you want to build some actual stuff, you don't get those kind of things. Like let's say if you're building in some XYZ chain which doesn't support these tools, right? So at that point of time, you need to figure out your own stuff. So that's why try to keep experimenting, try to keep building. So you will be understanding how things work. And after some point of time, you don't need anyone guidance. You will automatically understand what is this particular tool by just reading the README file of that particular GitHub repo, and you will be able to set up the things in your own way as well. So I have seen the people starting like that personally very closely when we started this Hyderabad DAO. Now they are like winning like every year 5 to 6 global hackathons, and some people are working in various protocols like in full-time roles and all. So yeah, hackathons are the best way, and use all these resources. Be active on Twitter, just like as Kaushik said. You can follow the people who are actively building. And in Twitter, there is something called lists. You can follow and find some lists over there, Web3 specific. You can easily find them out. If once you start actively scrolling related to Web3 stuff, you keep getting mostly related to those news. And on top of that, my best, not best suggestion, but that should be very important thing. One, everyone who is into Web3, whenever you are free, try to read the white paper, especially Bitcoin white paper or Ethereum, anything. Then you will, not only just hang around some fancy stuff, but you will also understand what is the theory behind creating this whole technology. So what happens tomorrow if someone asks why we need this? You should be able to answer that, and you should be more confident about this technology instead of just going with the FOMO or the fancy stuff out there. And yeah, why? Because I recently, like a couple of years ago, one of my cousin who is working at EY, very big MNC, he was like, why you are doing this Web3 stuff and what makes it stand out or something like that. But just 1 month ago, he pinged me how to get started in Web3. Why? Because they are working with very big Web3 clients right now. EY is working with a lot of chains, and their manager recently asked them to start learning Web3 so that they can, onboard it into new projects and all. So you will eventually see this across all the FANG, MANG, whatever companies you are, dreaming out as a student or any startup as well for that matter. So in coming days, you will see everyone is asking, Web3 knowledge, just like how they ask cloud knowledge as a full stack dev. So yeah, that's it from mine. I don't want to feel you like, there are a lot of things to learn and make you fear, but yeah, this is the right time to start. And best thing is, as again, hackathons are the best. Try to participate and build more. Yeah, that's it from mine.
Yeah, thanks for the insights and valuable lessons, Kaushik and Shivaram. So putting what you guys has explained. So yeah, like just start from somewhere wherever you are. Like just start from basics. It's fine. It's completely fine. You can feel lost at couple of times. That's completely fine. You just have to keep going, and if you need inspiration, you can check all the accounts that we have mentioned. Go on Twitter. But yeah, be careful. Be cautious with who you're following, and don't get into like this Twitter wars and stuff. Like waste of time. Just stick to building, right? So yeah, like can just like we all have started from somewhere from the starting. So it's okay to feel lost, and you might feel you don't have, at a lot of days you don't feel you might not get the energy or enthusiasm to build something, but just remember like why you started at the first point. So that will keep you going.
Yep, completely agree. I think alchemy is a really good course to start. So just like he told Sivaram, yeah, you don't have to stick to one stack, but you will get an idea what other stack and competitors they use, so that you'll get exposed to it. So alchemy itself is a bigger company, and they have like every tool that you can use to start getting started with the crypto, either it's an account, infra, DeFi, or whatever. So I think that course is really good to get started and exploring. But yeah, always keep an eye on all the other products, or with the AI you can find out anything, right? Like basically competitors which will give the best solution you want. So I think it's a good start. Okay.
True. Alchemy, Chainlink, Cypher, Upcraft, all these, like they do a lot of educational stuff. So try to grab them up. Just search it out. You can easily find them.
But yeah, one suggestion from my side would be just as Shivaram was also saying, don't stick to one course. You can get the structure and the details that you require from there from the courses. But yeah, don't get stuck in the tutorial loop, like tutorial hell. That's where
Yeah.
yeah, usually like beginners get into this. They want a roadmap. They'll be exploring all these courses, YouTube videos. But end of the day, you need to start building. Only then. You'll get the hands-on experience. So get your hands dirty and explore. It's just fine. It's fine if you don't complete these courses as well. Just look at them for the curriculum and what they're actually teaching. So based on that, you can build it yourself. Can go through the docs, build it yourself, instead of just watching the videos continuously.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think there's one question, Sai Charan. I'll just if you're stuck in anything, obviously on Brewit or other things, you can just there is a channel called Tech. You can post there. I think it's not active, but you can always post, and we'll get back to you. If any other issues are also we can help you with that.
By the way, yeah, you can also share the. You can also join Hyderabad Telegram group and OnchAIn Asia groups. We would love to help you guys. Just share whenever you feel stuck, or else if you want to share something that you have built, right? If you want to get your initial users onboarded for feedback, you can feel free to join our groups. Yeah, you can feel free to drop your thoughts there, drop your whatever you're building. Right? That's what we are building, right? It's a community. Yeah, it's a community that we are building, either Hyderabad DAO or whatever community is there that exists. It's about helping each other. So I have shared both announcement group and the general chat.
Cool. Also, one thing, you don't need to really buy courses in Web3. There are a lot of, free
Yeah,
content available out there, like the best quality content out there. Please don't buy any paid courses. This one suggestion from my end.
yeah,
Yeah,
I also believe in that because Web3 is itself by the principles and philosophy, it's supposed to be open source and completely decentralized. So yeah, doesn't make sense buying courses.
Yes. I have had like so many calls like this in past, but this is one of the best one. People like pretty active till almost like we are about to end, but yeah,
like
it's
we have
really
like a lot of people. It's pretty cool.
yeah,
We should do more then. Like
yeah,
we
yes.
can.
Yeah, we actually do twice a month. So yeah, would love to have you guys again.
Yes, let's do
Definitely.
on AI or something next time. So we
Sure,
just
sure.
had a
Like yeah,
podcast on AI last week. I think we
sure.
should do some demo or something on that.
Yeah, sure. We can do that next time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining. And like, it was really a good session after a long time. Right. I also got to learn something new. It's really cool that discussing with you guys, and like a lot of people turned up as well. Good. A lot of seeing people enthusiastic about learning something new. I feels really good, and I really love the Brevit app as well. I hope people will those who attended will explore and get to experience it as well. Okay, one word about blockchain in your experience. One word is actually difficult, I guess, but yeah, it's decentralized, privacy. So far, in my experience, blockchain is the next gen
Yeah, I like freedom.
freedom. Yeah,
Somebody
freedom.
told.
Freedom.
That's a,
Yeah.
that's why we came, right? Like, freedom to do
Yeah, freedom
anything,
is the right word,
freedom
I guess. Yes,
for spending things, freedom for building things. Like, it's pretty
permissionless
open.
guys.
So I actually always tell in blockchain, if you're building or using interoperability, that's the best thing about blockchain. Like, you can get connected with anything, either in physical world or even the tech world also. It's pretty easy to connect with each other. So interoperability for
True.
Yeah, so anything, so like Web2, you don't have to seek permissions for anything here. You just,
exactly.
if you want to contribute to Brevit, in case
Yes.
if they open source it, you can do
It's
it.
open source and also everything is on chain, right? So you can just go and learn
Sure,
about
yeah.
it. Like,
So
contracts
you
are
can
open
just,
sourced, everything. You can
create a
just
PR.
build, yeah, build anytime. Like, let's say one of the things that Uniswap did, the first ever my best app experience, like it was on chain. So everybody start integrating with on like Uniswap on their contracts. So if you think about it, UPI app, like UPI is given to only, if you have a license, if you want to issue a card, you need license, pay them. So there's a lot of hurdle to learn the technology, integrate the technology. So that's the best part, I think. Hopefully they will government.
Yeah,
Yeah.
eventually they have to adopt. They won't be left with any choice, I guess.
Yeah, the question is, will there be a government in the future?
Okay. So we'll create a network state. Net.
Yeah, I think network state is the next sort of cities, right?
Mm.
Yep.
It's very difficult to beat the incumbent, so you create your own state. I mean, just kidding, but yeah, a lot of things are working with the regulations and crypto, directly, indirectly. There are cities, nations supporting fully. But yeah, it would take definitely time, a country like India to fully, they do a lot of experiment with the traditional integration of blockchain, like Hyderabad does a lot of things, but a pure public chain blockchain or the crypto itself, it would require some time. But that's the beauty about it, right? You don't have to wait for them. You still can build on it. Still, wherever it's accepted, you can start working with them, rather than you don't have to rely. But yeah, always be compliant with the laws, with either paying taxes or regulation. But if it goes beyond you, you can always do other things
True.
as
Yeah. Like for example, here in Hyderabad, like when we started Hyderabad DAO, we didn't thought like we'd be getting support from government and all. Guess what? Within 6 months of the establishment of community itself, we got proposal from government. and we signed MOU with the Emerging Technologies Wing, which comes under IT Ministry of Telangana government. So they are working on various cool stuff on like something called Web3 Sandbox and another thing called like real world asset tokenization. So right now, RWA and tokenization, stable coins, these are like most trending stuff. So try to research more about these things and how different countries adopting these things as per their regulatory bodies changing with lot of new stuff coming up with these policies. So recently, UAE government announced something like this real world asset, something like RWA. These are like no longer like kind of a securities. These are like commodity. So think of something like stable coins like USDT or USDC. So with this bill, a lot of RWA projects got boom, and they are getting huge funding right now, and a lot of people are bullish on that. So always keep an eye on what's happening in the market. So there might be a chance you can get find opportunities in those domains. Why? Because if you start building actively, automatically you will understand what's happening across the world, and you need to stay vigilant and adopt those things, right? So this is the another thing which I wanted to mention.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think yeah, eventually even the governments would adopt the cross-border transactions. Like we can see the adoption of stable coins already.
Yeah, I think like one of the difficult countries to work with crypto was definitely US with SEC, and it has become so liberal because they work with the government not just to bring blockchain into the sector, but basically stable coins into the sector. And it's so pro right now. I mean, the regulations are not still that friendly, but every stable coin integrations are pretty much open for them through the regulatory. One of the reasons they want to do is that they want to have the US dollars circulated across the world through stable coins. And I think countries like India or the highest economy GDP countries should do that as well. Obviously, it's very easy for smaller countries to do. I think the bigger countries like USA is doing specifically with the stable coins. Yeah, that's important.
Even the central bank digital currencies, CBDs that we discussed, right? I think that's also a sort of private blockchain that the governments operate.
Yeah, I think that would not get what actual adoption the stable coins are getting. So there is already a proven track with the stable coins, open stable coins like USDC and USDT, right? Or
Yeah,
specifically in USA, USDC, because of the circle, they went to IPO as well. So companies are like that. If India supports them to properly regulate it and launch out of India, and that will be much more beneficial for the INR circulation across the world, because the payment becomes so seamless. Still, you can actually pay taxes for it. So yeah, like we need to move. I mean, again, we can't do much things about it. There are bigger players who can push, or the government has to realize. Yeah, we all we can do is hope. But USA is something that should watch what they're doing.
yeah.
The com
So what happens in US happens 5-10 years after 5-10 years in India, right?
yeah. Uh,
Hopefully.
the companies like sorry, countries like Dubai and Singapore are little open, but again, they're not getting benefited of the tech. Like there's just like investment opportunity, tax benefits, and everything. The real tech is still happening in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, and in that as well, a lot of brain share would be from India.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No doubt in that. All the big crypto protocols, all the big
I
Web3
think Vamsi,
companies,
you
most
guys
of them
might
are.
have little insight on that as well, right? Since you're working with that, like specifically on the Orbitex part.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. So we have recently partnered with Circle as well, being
Mm-hmm.
their one of their partners.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll be having more integrations with Circle USDC as well in coming
Mm-hmm.
days.
Yes.
Cool. I think yeah. Anything else we can discuss? Anyone has any queries?
is the best call. We need to do these kind of things more
Yeah,
often with
sure. Like, uh,
different topics.
just for like hanging, it's like a good hangout session.
Yeah, I would love to do this in the morning as well. Like that's, I mean, just half an hour, 1 hour,
Okay,
if possible.
we can plan.
Brains are more active then, with
True.
coffee and all.
Any plans for an offline session?
Offline sessions, I think Hyderabad keeps hosting events. You can we do in Chennai and all. But yeah, you can if you are around if you're based out of Hyderabad, I think you can follow Hyderabad. They keep hosting events every other weekend.
Yeah. Like it's from past 3 months, like every month we are hosting like 3 to 4. Generally we do monthly too, but for the past 3 to 4 months, it's like every month 3 to 4 back to back. So it's not like, counting on the events, the quality of these events, depends upon different ways. Most of the times we do directly partner with layer one, layer two protocols directly. So you keep meeting people, core team coming out from their team, and there's the best opportunity to talk to them one to one and ask your doubts, and if they have any opportunities like being as a developer advocate or ambassador or various type of things where you can get an opportunity to contribute directly to their protocol and all. So it's always good thing to attend events, which will which you think will be beneficial for you. So yeah, if you are in Hyderabad, always welcome to any of our events. We don't have any restrictions, and we never reject any Luma approvals. Yeah, if we are full, automatically we'll close the registrations. If we are not full, we approve everyone. So this is the best part about it. So if you are in Hyderabad, always welcome.
Done. Sivaram, I just have to add, and to everybody here also, JP here, by the way. I used to be the CMO at Adlunum. We've met before when Hyderabad DAO was starting out. So it's really
Oh,
good to see how far you guys have come. I've sent you a message on TG also, by the way. Yeah,
awesome.
so it's great that you're having this meetup. You'll have frequent ones in person, and as well as this town hall. It's the first time I'm attending, but I was glad that I saw the message on the group and had the opportunity to jump in. So really keen to do to reconnect with you guys and explore more things that are happening. And yes, Vamsi, even when I'm in Chennai next, we did meet when you all did the Web3 Bharat program with
Unfold
with
like
the few colleges. Yeah, was one of the speakers there. So fantastic. So between Bangalore, which I will be in August, and I'll now put both Chennai and Hyderabad on my radar as well to come and meet you guys. So thanks for hosting this event.
sure. Yeah,
Awesome.
we are actually hosting a hackathon in Chennai from August 9 to 10. If you're around, you can feel free to join us.
Definitely. I'll try and be there on the 10th because on the 9th I have a
Sure, no
birthday.
issue.
Yeah. but,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
definitely.
9 and also you can no issues. Yeah.
Super. All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much, JP. Definitely would be happy to connect with you again. And yeah, I'll check your message as well.
Cheers, guys.
Cool. It was really a great session. Thank you everyone for joining. Shall we wrap it up or take any other queries?
Cool.
Yep. Had a good session as well. Hope you
Yeah.
guys everyone have a great weekend as well. Touch the grass.
Yeah,
Yes.
there are several hackathons. I think we are doing Hyderabad will be doing a Avalanche hackathon as well. Probably mid August 24th, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
So
will be
23rd and
announced soon.
24th.
Like this some pre-alpha that I'm sharing.
Yes, because you all participated in this call, there's some cool alpha out
Yeah,
there.
full alpha.
Hackathons are coming to
And I
Hyderabad.
think
Avalanche.
anyone there in Bangalore as well, Monad Hackathon,
Yeah, Monad
second,
Hackathon.
or traveling to just ping Siram maybe.
Yeah, if you want to get it approved or anything, feel free to ping me anytime. And yeah, one thing I just want to quickly ask, where are you all from? Please comment from which city you are joining. Wanted to
Yes.
know from more. Okay, Chennai. Anyone else? Chennai, Hyderabad. Nice. Anyone from North? Okay, mostly South. Okay, cool.
Anyone from Bangalore?
Bangalore? Yeah, please come to Hyderabad. Always welcome. Vamshi also has a long due. I don't know when he will come someday.
Yeah, sure. This year I will definitely come.
Oh, LB Nagar. Oh, Sai Karan. We are very close. Me and Rohan are very close to you. I stay in Vanasthalipuram. Okay, rest of the folks, I think mostly they're from Chennai and all.
Cool.
Okay. Oh, we have Srini sir over here. Wow, sir, the OG, sir. That's great. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you, Srini. Thanks for being on the call.
Oh yeah, I'm sharing the Linktree link of Hyderabad DAO. Here you can find out all the links in one place. Join our Telegram. Of course, yeah, please follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Insta, wherever you're active. We keep posting stuff across all the socials very actively. So you don't be missing any of them. And on Telegram, if you're joining for the first time, have a look on all our pin messages. Most of the important stuff or events, we keep it on pin messages, so you won't be missing it out. Even though you mute the group, whenever you get any notification about pin message, just have a look so you don't miss out the alpha. All right. I think we can wrap up the call. Namshi, what say?
Yeah, we can wrap up. Once again, thank you everyone. Thank you, Shivram, Kaushik. I think Rohan is offline. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for collaborating with us this time. You know, let's hope for let's do more of this next.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you so
Vamsi,
much,
for
Vamshi,
having here.
for the invite.
Let's do more. Have a
Yeah,
good
let's do
weekend.
more.
Bye.
Yeah.
Sure.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone. Take care.
Bye bye, guys.
Have a great weekend.
Bye everyone. Take care. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, touch the grass.